Really? On
So
your
for
own?
a month, for a month, I was
That must be
sitting in a
tough.
room half this size, and you get hotel food and it's terrible, and you got to Uber Eats every day, and it's we get out.
We'll come on to that because you have had a professional tour win already.
Yes.
Was it the Perth Open?
No, it was
the
a Vic
Victoria,
Open. It
that
was a Victorian Open at 13th Beach. It was pretty cool. It was actually pretty windy like yesterday. It was like 40, 50 Ks, and it was pretty cool to get my first win in Australia. And before, COVID hit, so I was excited to, it was exciting to play in front of crowds. And especially Vic Open, there's no ropes.
Yeah.
So like all the crowd can actually like walk right behind you, and literally like
Whoa.
they can be a few meters away from you. So it's pretty cool.
How big is that then to get your first win on tour? It sounds an obvious question, but that must change your mindset. I mean, to get on the European tour in the first place, and you obviously know you're a good level of golfer, but to actually get that win over the line at such a young age, that must fill you with confidence.
Yeah, it's amazing, especially doing it in Australia, but winning, I don't know, it's pretty tough. Like my caddy at the time, we talked, and I didn't have any 3 putts. I didn't miss any putts inside like 4 feet. And especially those greens, they were, it was so windy, and to not have a 3 putt, and you usually have 1 or 2 maybe, and if I had those 1 or 2, I would have been in a playoff. So I hit it. I thought I hit it amazing. I thought I didn't make any. I don't think I made a double. And yeah, pretty much to get that first win, it was pretty special. You got to play really good that week. Winning doesn't come often, so you got to play pretty much perfect throughout the whole week, and it was really cool to do that. And you get that satisfaction of you can play against a lot of the pros out there, and hopefully you can do it consistently. But yeah, it's pretty tough to win out there, but yeah, it's nice to get a bit of security as well for the next year and a half. So it's cool.
It's awesome.
And then your sister Minji Lee had a victory as well. Was it last year? Was it in Dubai?
Yeah, in Dubai. I don't even know what you're talking about. She wins every year, so I don't know what tournament. But
how many wins has she got under her belt?
I want to say like 7 or 8, maybe.
Wow.
She won every year on the LPGA, I think, for the first maybe 6 years, and then she didn't win, I think, last year or 2 years ago. But
how many years older is she?
She's 2 years older, so she's 24. She's turning 25 at the end of this month. So yeah, she's a couple years older than me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it competitive growing up?
Yes and no. I was always competitive, and she was like do her own thing, and I would go and practice with her, but she would go, piss off, you're so annoying. So literally that happens every time, still to this day. I mean, a bit better today, but I would get annoying on that side, and
The annoying
typical
little
typical brother.
Is it just the two of you?
Yeah, just the 2 of us. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
It really is.
have you had matches? Do you have matches
Yeah,
when
so
you go back home now?
it's at the moment, like on the record, it's she won the first one and then I won the second one, so we need a rematch. But I mean, we don't really see each other, and when we do see each other, it's only for a week or so. So we try to get away from golf as much as we can, and
Family
hang
time.
out, hang out, and
Go to the cafe.
Yeah, exactly.
Help out.
Yeah, we don't really see each other much in Perth. Actually, we see each other more. When I'm in America, I'd go see her, or she would come see me. Yeah, she came out to Kranz a couple years ago when we played in Swiss.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty cool. We got to hang out and pop my collar up.
It's all right.
But
That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just
So when you play her in a match,
yeah,
do you play
same tees.
same tees?
So the first time we didn't play the same tees, and then my coach was like, play on the same tees because, my sister. It's pretty close when she plays with the ladies and I play off the men's because obviously I hit it further than her.
Yeah.
But then when we play on the same teams, I just thrash because
of the
I'm
length.
so much longer than her, and she gets annoyed at me. And
Does she?
you hit it so far. So,
Is there any part of her game that's better than yours?
oh, I'd probably say everything. Now she's very good ball striker. She's a machine. Like we just call her the machine. She just hits it dead straight every time, hits every fairway.
Yeah.
The ladies' golf. It's a great boring golf. This.
Yes.
And my sister, when she putts really good, she wins tournaments usually because her ball striking's always up to par, but above par. But I mean, we would go pretty close in most things. I'd probably beat her in putting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty. I mean, yeah, I would say it's pretty close.
That's. Did it feel like it almost with the family? Obviously, your mum being a golf professional and a coach now, your sister being so into it.
Yeah.
Did it? Cause it's kind of spur you on? Did it almost? Was your pathway almost set out to some degree?
A little bit. So it's funny. So I started loving golf, and then like my sister practiced a lot every day after school, and I would go follow her, but I would, kind of be in a shadow. So I didn't really enjoy it when I got to like 12, 13. So I stopped for a year.
Wow.
I did swimming pretty passionately. I, went before school, after school, and was in a squad. And my sister was also a really good swimmer. She could have either chose swimming or golf because
Wow.
she was
Wow.
so good in
Real
those
sporty
two. Yeah,
family,
exactly.
Christ.
Yeah. And then I did basketball, soccer, taekwondo. I did a lot of sports, and I like fast action sport. And then
Yeah.
I got picked to play a tournament in Sydney, just a junior tournament, and first time flying by myself and with a team. And that was so amazing. I really liked meeting new people from America, Canada, everywhere, Europe. They all came over, so that got me started again. So I came back and thought give golf another go, and then I stopped probably sports when I was 15, except golf, and kind of pursued that. Yeah.
So what was your lowest handicap as an amateur? What did you get down to?
+5, I think. Yeah.
Wow,
It was.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, my sister.
Is that like the benchmark almost? Do you think +5? Because we've had a couple of pros now on,
Yeah.
and we've had a young lad who kind of tried to play on tour, European tour, James Robinson, and he is really good. I can't remember what
I
his
think he was
handicap was.
+4 or 5, James. He had
Yeah.
played the Open, had
Yeah.
a year on a European tour,
Yeah.
didn't he?
But I think the general consensus is like +5 is where you need to be
Yeah,
at,
I mean,
really.
if I shoot 5 under for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be
Of course you
close
are.
to number 1 in the
If
world.
you're 20 under every tournament,
Exactly.
you
You're
win
gonna-
most
Yeah,
tournaments.
exactly. So I don't think it's a accurate representation. Obviously, the higher the better.
But it's not tour, like, your
Yeah,
handicap's not on a
it's-
tour golf
it's
course, is it,
not-
I suppose?
What I've learned, it's not about how low you can go; it's how you can cope on the golf course. Professional life is complete different to amateur life, and
Yeah.
not many amateurs know that. I'm here by myself
I
for
know, I
a
was gonna
week.
say,
like
That is mad.
you have to be able to learn to.
Look after yourself.
Yeah, exactly, and kind of be independent in that
Yeah.
way.
Mindset, isn't it? Completely.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of, I mean, yeah, it's not. I won't say it's the best life, but it's you got to work hard to. We want to be the Rory McIlroys or them. We
Yeah.
want to take care of a family. Live in mansions, do
Of
all
course,
that.
of
So
course.
we got to. Yeah, but people always look at the PJ Tour and like, oh, I want to be like him. But you got to get through Q school. You got to get through all that, and there's weeks out there that you just hang out by yourself. So, I mean, you can be with a friend or your girlfriend or whatever.
course.
But COVID's tough, even tougher right now. So, yeah, it's pretty much how you cope. Not, I know you can play 5 under at your home course and
Yeah.
around the world, but you got to learn how to play professionally, and you get money and all that. So.
And different golf courses,
Yeah,
different
exactly.
tests.
Every week as
different
well.
hotel rooms
Yeah.
all the time, the travel. It's
Yeah.
things that people don't, appreciate
Yeah,
sometimes. And
yeah.
you're a long way from home.
Yeah.
Like Perth, Australia's a long way. I remember when I went to Australia for a few weeks back in 2015, I think it was. And I felt so far away from
Yeah.
home. I was only there for 3 weeks,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was with my wife, and we had a little
Yeah.
baby at the time. But I almost really felt like homesick. And I suppose
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same for you. Like if you're based in Perth, that's where you live, that's where you grew up. As soon as you then start traveling to
Yeah,
Europe
yeah.
or going to America, it must be quite challenging because it's like it's not super close anymore, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And obviously
It's-
technology helps, but
Yeah, technology is pretty much your best friend. This is your best friend.
It is.
But I know it's sad, but it's kind of the truth. But yeah, from Australia, I've learned to live kind of away from home for a long time. When I leave my mum and dad, they don't cry. They say good luck, and
Yeah.
we talk on the phone and that. But it's not. Yeah, it's not like end of the world kind of thing. We're going to be back. We're
Of
going to do
course.
that, and it's our job to play well and then come back. So it is a bit tough with COVID. You know, we got to quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks, and I've done that twice now. And
Really?
it's,
On
so
your
for
own?
a month, for a month, I was
That must be
sitting in a
tough.
room half this size, and you get hotel food, and it's terrible, and you got to Uber Eats every day, and we got to get out of our own pocket. It's $3,000 for the 2 weeks,
Oh my goodness.
and then you got to pay for food that you're not going to eat the hotel food because it's horrendous, and then
And it's super expensive.
exactly. So it's a bit tough, but I mean, you learn to be away from home from a young age if you're a golfer, I think, and you can make it as friendly. There's a lot of people that want to pursue pro golf, so you can hang out with your friend and do Q school with them and do all that. And I think it's really important to have that because some people can't take being by themselves. It's tough. So